Hello Axie Nation! So there's finally been confirmed by Sky Mavis that about 60% of all SLP minting mechanisms in the game will be shut down with the start of Season 20. So in this video I'm going to be looking at what that means for the economy. Will SLP go up again to its glory days? What can we expect? Stay tuned for more. I'm Axie Explained, let's jump right in. Right everyone, so let's get started with the key points here released in the new announcement from Axie Infinity. And as you can see, the first one is Adventure Mode SLP reduced to 0, and the Daily Quest SLP will be also reduced to 0. So just a key point here, these are changes that are happening with the start of Season 20. So this won't happen right now. Now I don't think Season 20 officially announced, as you can see here, it's close. And when it is released, all these changes will take effect, okay? So I think it's probably within a week, maybe 2 weeks, because it's a lot of changes now, but it's very close. Another point is that in Arena, they will use a lot more AXS for rewards now. I'll get into that soon. But some kind of good news is that they're taking away the 800 MMR rule, that players will now earn 1 SLP if you're below the 800 rating point. So at least there's something there for the weaker Axies, but still that means with 20 energy, you're basically only winning 20 SLP a day if you win all 20 your matches, right? So it's okay, it's something, but it's not ideal, right? But with that, they're also looking at reworking the energy system. So we're not sure exactly how that's going to look like, but I'll get into that quite soon. Now in this part, they just talk about the necessity of this. It is basically needed to combat the inflation of SLP, right? There is too much SLP being minted and not enough SLP being burned. They basically want to create a healthy and predictable economy. Here is a chart that outlines this burn and mint this ratio, if I can call it that. The green line is what's being minted, so there's way more SLP being minted or created than there is being used. Hence why SLP price keeps going down, right? So as you can see here in the green highlighted field here, about 16% of all the SLP being created per day comes from the quest. About 40% comes from PvE, aka the daily quests. So that's about 56% of all the SLP is being created by these two things that have now become 0, right? And they're saying that basically by removing adventure, they're already removing 130 million SLP per day being created. And by removing the daily quests, they are removing about 45 million SLP per day. So that's about 175 million SLP per day that they're taking away through this. And they're saying that they know this is painful medicine. The Axie economy really requires drastic and decisive action, and they are at risk of a total permanent economic collapse. So this is actually really good news, you know, so they are trying their best. They're trying to actually bring it back. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some new stuff with Battles Version 2, but at least this will stop the bleeding of SLP somewhat. More exciting news though for more competitive players is the new allocation of AXS. So this is the new breakdown of how AXS will be distributed. So the rank 1 position will get 203, and if you can remember last time, only up to the top 1,000 actually got AXS as rewards. They've increased that now to a whopping 300,000 people. So the top 300,000 people on the ladder by the end of the season will receive AXS as a reward. Now, how much? We'll have to see. As you can see, this is quite easy. The top 5 get 203, number 2, 158, 124, 91, 79 for position 5. And then after that, it's a distribution. So it seems like if you're in the top 300,000 or rank 150,000 to 300,000, you're looking to get a split of 43,000 AXS. So that's split between 150,000 people. That's roughly 0.33 AXS, which means at the current price, it's let's say $20. You're gonna get about $20. In total, at the current value of AXS, this is equating to about $6 million worth of prize pool for this season, which is quite a lot. They're really trying to use AXS as an incentive now to help it. But guys, the reality is that Axie is going to become even more competitive. Axie is going to be a game for competitive players. and it's not going to be really a casual game anymore. If you play it casually to make money, I don't think there's a future in it for you. You're going to have to be a good player. You're going to have to really, have decent Axies that can compete. And I think a lot of guilds are going to have to restructure, including my own guild. So for all the Lunar Knights watching out there, we're probably going to have to look at doing a restructuring of our guilds and of our Axies. I mean, that's just fact. So also here is the breakdown. They're also decreasing the amount of SLP you can make in Arena. All right, so it's a decrease. Adventure is gone, Daily Quest is gone, and less SLP is going to be made from Arena, right? Under 1,000 rating, you're looking at 1 SLP per win. 1,000 to 1,103. Previously, you would have earned 6 SLP for this rating. Now you're going to make 5. 9 goes down to 6 SLP for the 1,300 range. For the 1,500 range, 12 SLP is going to go down to 8. And for the 1,800 range, 15 is going to go down to 10. That's a massive decrease. And even the biggest decrease is at the top ratings. 2,000 plus rating, 18 is going to go down to 12 SLP. Now, they also talk here about all kinds of increasing in the burn that they're bringing in, that they're really working on, like special cosmetics and skins, upgraded Axie pot, in-game emojis, bidding events, buy into tournaments, Axie naming, and more. But one of the confirmed upcoming token things will be in the Origin is a system of crafting tokenized power-ups that will augment and strengthen your Axie. We'll see more on that later as Origins is released. So none of this is confirmed for Season 20. The Season 20 changes will basically be the changes to SLP, the more AXS for rewards. Finally, they're also talking about the energy rework. So it's not going to work on the same system where if you have 10 Axies, you'll get 40 energy. They're looking at reworking that whole system. Basically, but what they are kind of saying is that also this will not be out for Season 20. I think it's a bit more complicated than that. So we'll have to see how they will fix this. Now, I know these changes are massive, right? So it's a massive cut into the SLP. I think in total with the arena changes, it's probably going to go down 70% of what's being minted, even more, 80% of what is currently being minted is going to go down. That is really going to bring it close to what minting and burning is. So how I see this playing out is that it might be that Axie becomes way more competitive, right? Axie is going to become way more competitive, sorry. So guilds might have to start really breeding really good Axies to give all the scholars that they already have, and thus there will be a massive boost in the breeding. Another scenario that can happen is a lot of people can say, okay, well, I'm done with Axie. I can't make my investment back with the weak Axies I have. I'm gonna stop playing, and basically that will also bring less SLP in circulation. So in total, I think there's gonna be it's going to be a drastic change. I think it's going to be a positive change for SLP. I think it's the daily active users are going to go down quite a lot. But I think Sky Mavis is kind of okay with that for now, as they're gearing up to Axie's Origin battles, the new battles version, to really boost the numbers again and make it more accessible again. We'll see how they will do that, but for now they're just righting the ship in terms of the economics. And I have to say, I think they made the right choice overall. It's not going to be fun for everyone. A lot of people are not going to like it, but I think overall for the game it is the right move. And yeah, let's see how it plays out. I mean, we're still here for a long time and we still really believe in Axie Infinity. So yeah, we'll see how it happens. But I hope this information was really helpful. Tell me in the comments what you think is going to go to price. Will we see it reach 30 cents again? Or what do you think is going to happen? Let me know. I'm Axie Explained. Cheers.